The Mitre 10 Cup, brought to you by Mitre 10.
Welcome to Eden Park. Saturday night as our Super Saturday continues. Auckland will take on Otago in this one, week 7 of the Mitre 10 Cup. And these teams tonight playing for the Lynn Colling Memorial as the fans roll in. Chance of a shower later on in the day. Hasn't been the most pleasant of days in the city of Sails, but at the moment it's fine. And a small but faithful crowd in attendance tonight. This game promises to be entertaining. Two teams that can score points and tries for that matter. And Otago still leading the championship. Auckland fighting to secure their place in the semi-finals of the premiership. Let's have a look at that Otago lineup tonight. Craig Miller, Siganaya Pole and Don Brighouse in the front row tonight. Josh Dixon and Tom Franklin lock the scrum. Lee Allen, James Lenchies will be the flankers tonight, with Paul Grant the captain at number 8. Jonathan Rudu and Fletcher Smith the halves. Tay Walden and Matt Fadders in the midfield. Fuatai and Scott will be on the wing this evening, and Michael Collins returns from an ankle injury to take the fullback job tonight. Richard Turner joins us in commentary.
Yeah, thanks, Scotty. Evening to you. Evening, Carl, on the sideline, and evening to everyone viewing this game. Last minute words here for this Auckland side. Important match for them as they try and stay in that playoff race. Otago, well, they've been the major overachievers for me. Flying along the hiccup last week against a very good Canterbury side. Auckland, they'll welcome back, and with open arms too. Sam Prattley to the front row. Got beaten up a little bit in that aspect of the game. Their bounce back win against Bay of Plenty, and Stephen Luatua also returning from injury to the number 8 jersey, allowing Akira Ioane to pop back into the 7s jersey. And just the one change to an Auckland backline that's rocking and rolling at the moment. Prior Collier returns from his one-game rest last week, and Simon Hickey and Vince Arsell starting every game this season for Auckland are forming a very good combination in that midfield.
Yeah, it's a great-looking bat line, that is for sure. And a player who's scored a few tries in his time joins us on the sideline. Cal Tanana, good evening, mate.
Yeah, good afternoon, boys. At the moment, it's pretty good for night footy, but there are some threatening clouds starting to circle. There is a slight breeze too, Sumo, that will be favouring these lads. Otago going right to left in this first half.
Thanks, KT. Looking forward to your contributions throughout tonight's broadcast. Don't forget too, while we await the teams to run out tonight, the Farah Palmer Cup comes to its conclusion tomorrow. Ecolite Stadium in Pukekohe, where Counties Monaco make history, hosting their first final against Auckland. 16-time winners, the Auckland Storm. We wish both of those teams the best of luck tomorrow. And if you're near Pukekohe, make sure you get along and support our women. You will be entertained, I guarantee you. Nalia Dawai has been a try-scoring machine. He runs out. Paul Grant leads the side out. Here's a stat for you, Richard Turner. Paul Grant is the only player in the Otago lineup born in the 1980s.
Makes me feel a little bit older than I am.
Makes me feel. Don't worry about that. Well, we have a look at Matt Fadders on our screen at the moment. He's been unbelievable all season long. Craig Miller in the front row has certainly added some bulk to proceedings in the scrum. Can never take it for granted. But one player in particular we want to look at is Michael Collins. And this could well be his home if rumours are correct that he will join up with the Blues. 39th career match for Otago tonight. Has led this team in terms of carries, has led the team in metres, has led the team in offloads as well. His contribution from the back tonight, Pod, very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Form player for the Otago side, and certainly brings some injection and some attitude to the Otago backline.
Auckland's next two matches, Tasman and Taranaki, they will not be easy, but they welcome back tonight Stephen Luatua. He has certainly added something every time he's played in the blue and white hoops. He is still trying to get himself back into All Black contention. Had a great season with the Blues this year, rejuvenated in fact. And we have a look at our ball delivery boy tonight. Levi Saibelet, loyal supporter of the Blues, plays first 5 for the Papatoi Club. Brendan Pickerel will be referee tonight. Angus Mabey and James Dolman on the sideline. Ben Deacon in the TMO booth. And we're all set.
Captain, are you ready?
Saturday night rugby from Eden Park. Otago to kick off. They'll play right to left. As Carl Tanana mentioned, they will have the breeze at their backs in this first half. Siufutai looks on. Taken inside the 22 and carried out immediately by Lelangi Visania, who's had some work done on the top. Talini Siu in the 6th jersey tonight. Good aggressive defence from Lee Allen, his opposite number. Pushed him across the field. Shut down the space with Simon Hickey. They rush up on defence. Te Horangi Walden making the tackle. Messi behind the breakdown. And Simon Hickey settles things down with a kick.
Auckland's intentions clear early. We'll have a go if the opportunity half presents itself. Off the back of a bounce-back win, a couple of disappointing losses in a row. Auckland bounced back in their last match against Bay of Plenty, so they'll carry that confidence through into this match against Otago.
Just the one loss for Otago this season. That one in their last game against Canterbury. Good ball off the top from Dixon. And defence is good from Vince Ussell. Rushed up and shut down the play. Jonathan Ruru organising behind the breakdown, and he's there quickly to the next. Lee Allen into the tackle of Lelangi Visania. Back for Ruru. Finds Tom Franklin. Roll 5. Very good season for Tom Franklin, 2016. Shone with the Highlanders. Te Horangi Walden now, he gets ramped up. Good tackle made on him by Sam Pratley. And Pratley makes the turnover.
Advantage.
First game for Sam Pratley since round 2, and he's come up with a big play inside the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, very good play from Pratley in his return.
Otago player, got to roll away.
He's obviously keen, full of energy. Mitre, the player penalised on the ground, was untidy for a time. Pratley won the contest to the loose ball. Mitre's over the top of him, just too slow to roll away, and this will give Auckland some very good field position. See there, Scragg tried to recover, and then Pratley down on the ball, and there's
Make it.
Mitre's over the top.
Well, Pratley saved there by virtue of the fact there was no breakdown. It's just a tackle. So he had rights to dive on the ball. Ruru now looks to kick from the box. Does so. The chase will come. But this one has gone rather off the side of the boot. Play on is the call. Kicked ahead. Scott will chase, and he's rapid. Back inside his own 22, and up and down went Malani Nanai. Otago now looking to walk over the ball, and that's well done by John O'Hickey, who reached in and cleared away downfield. Good thinking.
Touch.
Scrambles nicely. Does Hickey in there. The toe through the chase. Some good work from Nanai defensively. Chase and Mitchell Scott doing a good job, staying disciplined. Temptation is to smother the ball player, picking up the ball, but untidy Auckland. That all stemmed from a missed line-out opportunity for Auckland.
Suganaya Pule throws. That one's tapped down again. Ruru in trouble getting hold of the ball. Fuatai now. Good tackle made on him by Stephen Luatua. Ruru. Otago forwards never shy of carrying the ball. And now some space on the outside for Fuatai, closed down by Lelangi Visania. Can't quite drag him into touch. Ruru again, pops it up for Dixon this time. Nothing fancy early, Grant again. 5 out from the 22. Fletcher Smith darting and weaving his way through, then he drops the ball. Jono buries himself in Akira Ioane, which would have been uncomfortable. Matt Faddis is back. He gets back to his feet. And he loses the ball. So we'll have a scrum. Brendan Pickerel.
What's on that ball, KT?
And then by White.
Proving difficult to handle. That was Nanai, the chip through. And there talked about the temptation for the chasing player to smother the ball carrier. Slips out there, slips out of Arsaul's grasp. So end result, scrum, Auckland ball. Significant weight advantage to Auckland, but they struggled last week against Bay of Plenty, but Prattley again has brought some solidity to that front row.
Otago scrum has been good this year, 89%, one of the top scrums in the competition. So Auckland will have a battle now. Lalangi Visania, beautifully picked up by Visania, and a great tackle made by Michael Collins. Hickey, wide this time. Liaki Molly releases for Stephen Luatua. Hickey, and this time it's Simon Hickey. He drops the ball. It's gone backwards. Jono Hickey pops up to Scrafton. Lynchie's made the stop on him. Simon Hickey cut down as well by Dixon. Both teams happy to get some miles on the clock. Ball in hand. Marcel Renata was the last man up. Now Akira Ioane. Second most metres run in the competition this year. Akira Ioane, still no tries. Here's Malani. No! What an offload to Lalangi Visania. 10 out from the line. Luatua now sets. Hickey to Hickey. And that one is dropped this time by Rieko Ioane. Chance going biggie this time for Auckland as Miller plays halfback. Fletcher Smith kicks downfield over the top of Lalangi Visania. So much movement in this game, KT.
Well, that's right, Sumo. Both of these teams, as you highlighted in the opening, do love to chuck the ball around, play positive rugby. That's not out either.
Well, everyone caught in no man's land, and somehow Michael Collins has let that one go, just teetering on the edge of the sideline, and decided against trying to catch. It is a touch slippery out there though, KT.
Yeah, well, the weather has been pretty average here in Auckland for the last couple of days, but Nanai just showing how good he is. Look at that pass as well, undefendable. Lalangi Visania sets it up beautifully. Unfortunately, an average pass not long after to stop the momentum of Auckland.
What about the defence of Tom Franklin getting back to make that tackle?
Yeah. Determination from the big lot forward to get back and do some defensive work.
Defensive line out, taken down by Grant, kicked over the top by Ruru, and that one's gone out on the full. Big mistake.
Yeah, big mistake, no real pressure from the line out for Jonathan Ruru. So Auckland, they'll shorten it up, so they'll stack the big men out in the midfield. And look to create targets there into the contact and give themselves left and right options from a midfield position.
7, 6, 1.
Eklund has the throw. Tested at the front and then knocked down by Jono Hickey. Brendan Pickerel says knocked backwards, so Fletcher Smith gets some bonus ball to work with. Malani Nanai will come back across. No pressure on him, and will it roll? It'll stop just dead in goal.
Well, I tell you, Sumo, Josh Dixon for Otago is a tough rooster. He's the one that got up and competed at that line out and landed square on his back.
Yeah, poor start from Auckland. K2 at line out time, 0 for 2 in that area of the game.
Set piece hasn't been their greatest this year, Auckland, no doubt about that. Up and under is the go-to play. That one is dropped. And no advantage. We'll see Otago get the scrum.
Yeah, they'll get a scrum. Pretty good field position too. Reasonable blind side, so Auckland will have to think about defending that. Handling errors 2 apiece. Certainly early stages of this match. Seems that handling an issue for both these sides.
Crouch! Bind!
4-2 split the back, so
Sit!
Ruru drops the ball but manages to pick up. He gets an offload to Collins and a great ball away to Scott. Jono Hickey trying to rip the ball away. Ruru is there quickly, and Franks now takes a hit up. Miller out the back from him. That ball is dropped. It's a crazy old game at Eden Park. Back to his feet goes Collins, and Rieko Ioane's all over him. Has to set the ball now and finally does.
Hang on.
Oh, it's a scrap in there.
Off the goal foot.
Here goes Rieko Ioane. And he goes in under the bar. 6th try of the season.
You just got the feeling, Scotty, that whoever wanted to hold on to the ball going to score a try. Rieko Ioane found his way to the try line 3 times against Bay of Plenty last weekend and straight back on the try scoring sheet within 10 minutes of this match. Here's Otago, the attack, the loose pass up a little high for Fletcher Smith, the toe through from Auckland, and well, it was
Well, have a look at this.
Ioane here that did some good work, scrambled, and then this is the counter ruck, effective for Auckland, and then Ioane again, hands on the ball, acceleration, bit of pace at the end, but too good.
Oh, the kid's a freak, isn't he, Rieko Ioane? But it all started from the defensive pressure. Vince Arcel was the one applying it. Rieko Ioane with the chase, the rip, and then he picks it up. Brilliant.
Conversion is good too, so Auckland leads 7 points to 0.
Given their average start at line-out time, they've given away possession twice on their own throat, Auckland. This is a bit of a bonus. It was untidy at the breakdown, and well, give that man half an inch and he will go.
Well, in fairness, Auckland were rewarded for stepping through the breakdown. And then the foot of Marcel Renata, I think, kicked it back straight into the hands of Rieko Ioane. Alangi, that is some Dewey's roll. Some do.
I'm not sure on it either, Sumo. I don't know.
Oh, I'd just be happy to be able to grow my hair like that.
Tay Walden now. Bit of midfield trickery. Michael Collins again up from fullback, but the pass is just going behind the player at the moment. Mitchell Scott. Milani Nanai put a big shoulder on him. He managed to stay on his feet and carry on. Ruru to Miller. And Miller has Donny Brighouse on his shoulder. Some nice support to lend your friend. Dixon. Eklund cuts him down. It's a good tackle. Smith now. Teorangi Walden bumps one off. Gets his offload away to Paul Grant, who stayed wide. Rudu. T. Franklin. Held up in the tackle. Manages to drop it back. Rudu again. He offloads out for James Lynchies. And a squeeze ball from him. Picked up by Brighouse. Scrapton is there to meet him. Good continuity. As Dixon takes another dig. Pick and drive is the order of the night. Rudu now. Harassed at the back of the breakdown. Penalty advantage. That one's kicked into touch. They'll come back and a point scoring opportunity.
Oh, you mentioned it, Scotty. Very good continuity from Otago. And just a reflection of under these new experimental laws. If you can be patient, maintain possession, then you make some yards under these laws. And Otago did just that. There you see the infringement from the Auckland player. You want them to roll east to west, not north to south, as Scrafton was doing on that occasion. So always under advantage here, Otago. So, well, there's the penalty there actually. So at least Scrafton was making an effort.
Just
the breakdown before. This is a gimme for Fletcher Smith, though Otago are on the board. First real foray into enemy territory. We're inside the 22 anyway, so they've come away with points. They'll be happy with that, Otago.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be disappointed. The scoreline at the moment was a freak try to Rieko Ioane, but they showed there when they hold the ball they can make yards, as most teams can under these law interpretations or experimental laws. James Lynchies, breakthrough season for him last year, making his Highlanders debut.
Backwards!
And he's just the kind of player who probably wonders what his role is under these trial laws.
That's
He's
right.
not getting turnovers.
You have a breakthrough season and then they go and change the rules of the game on you.
Fletcher Smith clears downfield.
Well, Auckland, let's see, third time lucky maybe at line-out time here. Shortened it up again.
Well, yeah, you have a look at the Auckland loose forward mix. They've picked 3 number 8s tonight. Big ball running forwards, the order of the day, and there's one of them, Akira Ioane, wearing the 7 jersey. Here's his brother Rieko Ioane. So strong. Sets again for Jono Hickey. Brantley again with a hit up, back for Hickey. Now Simon Hickey. Now Akira Ioane. He loses his trousers on the halfway line. And Simon Hickey bangs it straight into touch.
Right idea from Hickey. Just acknowledging, didn't quite get the execution right. The Auckland skipper. So the Otago line-out coming into this game slightly better statistically than their opposites, Auckland. 89% efficiency at line-out time in Otago. They've been good tonight.
Straight over the top they go. Fuatai was the intended recipient, and all things have gone to plan. It's a maul called. Liaki Moli exercises his right to fall all over the ball. Smart play, Liaki Moli.
Yeah, very smart play from Liaki Moli. Yeah, rightly getting the acknowledgement of his teammates. Good awareness, good understanding of the laws. You see Otago going deep, and then Fuatai held up there. The call came. Moli came in, got his hands on the ball, didn't have to go anywhere. So just locked it away, and turnover came.
Crouch! Haven't seen as many of those this year as last year. The maul turnover play.
Sit! Down. White.
Jono Hickey tries to referee the game. And Brendan Pickerel
Make sure you keep your feet up underneath him.
decides on the
Gold,
status
make
quo.
sure you hold your weight till the ball comes in. Here's the new mark.
Renata. Yeah, tight head prop for Auckland. He's head to head with his opposite Craig Miller. Renata just asked to get it by referee.
Crouch!
Pickerel bring his legs up closer.
Bind! Sit!
The bridge is in a good solid position here. Renata. Conversely, Auckland a good base.
Stability is good, and Jono Hickey rubbers, gets cleaned up and back play. And a big fake this time from Collins. Inside ball for Paul Grant, the captain. Gets through one, and then the ball knocked away. Akira Ioane whips it across to Rieko Ioane. In fact, Milani Nanai with the offload. Picked up and carried on by Eklund. That's a tough run from the hooker. Up over the 10 they go. Wide ball, a big chance to pick off, but unsuccessful as Luatua hangs on and gets it back inside for Lalangi Visania. Cleans out the ruck too. No. Jono Hickey.
Advantage is over.
That one has gone along the ground. Advantage had come to a close, so Otago get free use of the ball. Brighouse. Lee Allen. Back inside the 22, and Tehorangi Walden clears downfield. And that will roll into touch. That's a fine clearance from Tehorangi Walden.
Yeah, very good. Heads up play there. Forward pack have been working hard in a defensive capacity. So Walden says, I'll give you some easy yards. Trudge forward, get to the line out, have a spell. Have another go at this Auckland line out.
We Auckland have looked good. Lads is from turnover. Your counter attack's been brilliant. It's the only time we really looked threatening from Otago's mistakes.
Paul Grant climbs high, knocked it down, but Auckland somehow managed to regather. And Jono Hickey charged down, picked up by Craig Miller. He can't hold on.
Advantage offside blue.
And an offside penalty now. Advantage being played. Milani Nanai takes it down on the 22-metre line. They'll come all the way back, and they'll take that penalty now.
Well, there's some real problems in that Auckland line-out at the moment. It was too easy.
In front of the man that charged the ball.
Otago, here's the charge down. The big arm of Josh Dixon through, and then players in an offside position. Auckland going nowhere, so Hickey will buy them some easy yards here. But they'll need to have a good sort out of this line out. Only one really clean successfully. The other one, the last one, they won it, but certainly an Otago player up, got his hands on the ball first.
It's a bloody good game.
Well, plenty of options here at line out time. Luaturo at 8, even Ioane in the 7 jersey. Scruffton, Molly. No shortage of options, just got to find their targets.
Ken Josh Dixon gets up, makes life difficult. Filiaki Molly and Jono Hickey. Bangs it high, Lalangi Visania taps it back, straight into the hands of Craig Miller, who tries to wrestle his way through this Auckland team. Well, I want to have a look at this and see whether Miller was on the ground. Remember, if a player is tackled and his knee is on the ground,
Turnover.
then the tackler must release. Brendan Pickerel is saying before his knees touch the ground, he's called maul. Let's have another look.
Well, there he was. He fielded the ball here. He's struggling. Yeah, you can see he's trying to get his knee to the ground. Trying. Doesn't get it. Close. You think his bottom touched the ground? Certainly didn't get a knee to the ground, but he got something maybe to the ground. But Auckland scrum, all said and done.
It's a good scrum again from Auckland. Lalangi Visania taken down on the tackle of James Lynchies. Rudu was there as well. Jono Hickey just didn't trust his pass against the rush of that Otago backline. Akira Ioane finally dragged to the ground by Lee Allen. Hickey finds Renata. Renata wrestles his way through like a bear walking through a muddy woodland. Popped off the deck this time. And Scrafton, the man, taking the next charge. Some old school footy going on out here. Pick and drive, one off the ruck. Nothing fancy. Here's another. Renata cut just short of the 22. Dive pass now. Hickey had a little bit of space and pirouettes through the defence. Simon Hickey gets the offload away. Taleni Sue. Great finish from Sue, but take nothing away from the work of Simon Hickey.
Oh, absolutely. Hickey was happy for the pick and go through multiple phases, and then he decided he wanted possession of the ball. Hickey, the defence came up quickly. He took the ball to the line, just shrugged his way literally out of the tackle of Walden. Taleni Sue on the spot. Bit of hurdling. We're in.
Front. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. They're obviously trying to charge down the...
Simon Hickey on 99 points, or 98 points, should I say. This will take him to 100 for the season. There is the Lynn Collins Memorial Trophy. 21 games for the All Blacks. Represented Auckland and Otago, coached the Ponsonby Club alongside B.G. Williams. And that is kicked through. 100 points for the season for Hickey. In fact, Brian Williams joining the Otago side this week to educate them on the significance of Lynn Collins' contribution.
Yeah, nice touch. Brian Williams still doing so much for the game of rugby. Actively involved, and yeah, a real nice touch on his behalf to head into the Otago camp and just educate them on the significance of the trophy.
Here's Sue, the try scorer. Fasiu Fuatai was in to make the tackle. Chase the kick off. Luatua buries the head. Now Jono Hickey.
Taken back.
Back for his brother Simon. Rieko Ioane to his brother Akira. Kick over the top. Mitchell Scott waits. In fact, Fletcher Smith fielding the kick. Collins stays strong enough in the tackle to wait for support to arrive. Big numbers committed by Auckland as Ruru kicks it over the top. Akira Ioane is back. Finally gets hold of the ball. Matt Fetters. Did he tackle him or climb him?
Out.
Mitchell Scott runs through. Lee Allen comes through. Penalty is blown.
Around the side.
You can see just the air of frustration starting now to creep in. Matt Faddis was the one asking the question, but Otago, they've had a lot of the play, they've had a number of opportunities. Haven't been able to take one yet, Sumo.
14 and 6 around the side. Hang on, just kick. I'll talk to you in a second.
Oh, well, KT, when they've managed to string the phases together, Otago, they've looked all right. That's been their biggest challenge, though. Making mistakes, handling errors, allowing them to get any flow, any sort of continuity. See here, where does he go? He tries to go up high. The big man, break the big man down. That's Faddis. And then here. Both trying to penalise a couple of players here, but
My eyes are burning. How's a protest from the Otago line-out, but Auckland in possession. Teleni Sue again. Gets put down by James Lynchies.
Leave him.
And Jono Hickey. There's a way to Hickey, Simon. And this one will drift into touch. Percentage plays, KT.
Yeah, they've used that kick a lot this half, haven't they, Simo? To be fair, the variations on it, the boxed a lot. There's little punch through, whether it be Simon or a couple more out, that causing a lot of confusion there. Rico's done it as well.
27 tries now for the season for this Auckland side. Interesting, their line-out has been their go-to. But when compared with Otago, Auckland have scored 7 tries from line-out, Otago 14. They're also on 27 tries for the season. Both teams with 3 tries scored from turnover plays this year. Eklund start goes long to Scrafton. Hickey to the line, brings in Vince Ussell for a rare carry this first half. 28 minutes gone. Luatua trying to get on the inside of the Lee Allen tackle. Lee Allen hit him round the ankles. 0 ruck situation this time, and now Otago with the counter. Renata. And Dixon this time stayed strong, just enough to disrupt the play.
Not bound. Kicking the ball.
Well, hang on. He is bound. Who's the guy he was holding on to?
Shot.
here's the Renata that takes it into contact. The Otago player there.
He's bound on Akira Ioane. Well, if he's not bound on a player, why is he getting dragged away?
Where are we at there, Ben?
Let's say he can consider himself unfortunate to be penalised in that situation.
You know, when you watch this, and KT, you've got Lee Allen, James Lynchies, who are out-and-out ball hunters. And they're trying to play this game, and they don't know what to do.
Yeah, very confusing, isn't it, Sumo? But Auckland and Hickey with the opportunity. This is right into the teeth of the breeze, so we have to give it some.
Hickey kicks, keeps it low, looking good, and it's over. 3 more for Auckland, 17 points to 3, and they extend by stealth.
Well, they'll take the 3, no doubt about that. Auckland happy to accumulate. And a good start to this half. Auckland and conversely Otago will probably be looking towards half-time now as they make another error, Otago. So there'll be plenty in the work-on book for these guys to talk about at half-time. Otago's been untidy. Coach Corey Brown won't be happy.
I can't remember when they scored so few points in the first half this season, if ever. 17-3 now the scoreline.
Very important period for them too, Sumo. Just feel they can't leak any more points here, Otago. They just need to muscle up defensively, especially. They've been good with their line speed. Have to hold out here and try and get some ball, get in the right end position.
Crouch!
Well, Auckland, Carl, they'll operate off a very good platform here. So
Sit!
they'll get some clean, tidy ball, and essentially they'll dictate what they want to do here.
Hickey takes it to the line and straight through. Simon Hickey now passes the ball. A good tackle by Matt Fatters. Jono Hickey is there, and Akira Ioane. Clean out comes from Stephen Luatua. Back for Hickey. Milani Nanai now puts the kick ahead. Lalangi Visanier is chasing. Try scored. That's a beauty.
Oh, and it started from an Otago error from the restart, kicking the ball out on the field, giving Auckland the set-piece scrum on halfway, and this man, Simon Hickey, so good at playing what's in front of him from the set-piece. Flankers all attached to the Otago scrum, doing their work, so Hickey made some easy yards, and then good heads-up play, and it's been their go-to play too. Happy to put the ball in behind the Otago defensive line, and on that occasion, just set up so nicely for Lalangi Visanier.
Thanks, James. Good work. Anything from you guys? Offside lines? Okay.
It's been a good night from Simon Hickey with the tee tonight. He will look to add the extras here. 22 plays 3. A dominant first half from this Auckland side, but Otago will lament turnovers and the fact they just haven't been able to string many phases together. One visit to the 22 in the 32.5 minutes so far. Hickey again looking to bring this round, can't do it. 22-3 remains the score.
They're certainly not lacking possession, Otago. Pretty even in that respect, and playing the game in the right half too, but just lacking some continuity. Handling errors letting them down, and just errors in general.
Visanier with another strong carry, but the ball spilled out. Dixon now tries an offload that may have gone forward. Paul granted to touch.
Well, the opportunity there for Otago. Really looked like scoring. That's the closest they've come. Paul Grant.
Time off. We've got a serious injury over here.
Yeah, Visanier here just down for Auckland. That last foray took a big hit.
Lalangi Visanier.
Well, at least
Plenty of blood around the eye. That's the offload. Not called forward by the officiating team, so we're playing the line out. If that was worth another look. Lalangi Visanier still down.
Yeah, they'll have to whip him to the sideline and clean that up.
Have a look what happened.
Yeah, and carrying the ball back from the restart and head on head. Yeah, straight away. And that's where he's coughed up the ball.
Donald Brighouse has not even flinched.
Yeah, that's a wee bit forward, that one, but...
Well, so many great games have been played between these two teams. Auckland certainly with the advantage. And on this day in 1997, they would come up trumps 37-26 at Carisbrook. But there was a little bit of golden magic in the Otago side all the same. Look at that crowd at the Brook. Those were the days.
They were the days. Wasn't a great place to have to go and play rugby,
Oh,
though.
you loved it, sure.
I did not enjoy
You
it.
loved it.
I hated it down there.
You didn't mind the oysters afterward.
I loved everything about it. I just didn't like playing at Carisbrook because it's a pretty hard place to win it.
Front of the line out's the play. That one might have been lost, and Otago can't quite get their hands on the ball. Rudu goes rushing in to make a nuisance of himself. And this one has gone out. Otago can't get on with the job. Chase is good.
It was like a fly at a windscreen. Seriously. A good commitment from Jonathan Rudu. Otago, though, still good field position. Look for some good ball here off the top of the line out.
That's the kind of guy who runs into a birding house. Paulet throws, tap back for Rudu. And Rudu now finds Fuatai. And goes over the top of Auckland. Can't get through the next. You feel Otago have got to have something to show for it. And now is the biggest chance they've had. Tay Walden to Lynchies. Lynchies cuts inside, looks for Walden again. Walden! And he spills the ball in contact. Fourth or fifth time now in the match. Here's a Ioane, gets a fend on Brighouse.
Goal.
And John O'Hickey clears away under pressure from Paulet. And no chance of getting on with the job as Michael Collins drops it over the line.
Yeah, well, that last movement, KT, really has just summed up Otago's half, hasn't it? Looked good when they've been able to maintain possession, but at crucial times, just coughing it up. Walden looking for the offload and just getting ahead himself, losing possession of the ball.
Yeah, well, they've got the players to threat it, no doubt about that. But as you said, Pod, they need to hold on to the ball, have more respect for it.
Backline is set. That pass is high for Fletcher Smith. Lee Allen standing on the outside of Matt Fatters. They had another pod just wide, but couldn't find the fluency in the backline passing, something that's dogged them throughout this first half. Here's Miller. Dragged down by Leaki Morley. Rudu. Out to Collins. Michael Collins. Cuts through. Mike Collins. Can't quite find anyone in support. Now Rudu is there. Gets over the top of John O'Hickey. Patience now for Otago, the key. And that one is kicked through by Fletcher Smith. Picked up by Franklin. Dropped by Franklin. Play on is the call. Collier gets his pass to Malani Nanai. And is one-on-one with Paul Grant. And with the greatest respect to Paul Grant, that would have been a miracle. Malani Nanai gets it done.
Oh, he does. Looking like he never got out of third gear either, Nanai, but Otago were looking to close out a disappointing first half with some positive news, and instead it's Malani Nanai who's gone the distance. And Otago, the long, slow trudge back under their sticks. The break from Collins was looking for support, bit slow coming. And then here we go again. Kicking away possession, untidy in the contact, and the turnover came. I saw Johnny on the spot, good offload, and Nanai, you've got to give Grant his due, so Scotty stayed in the chase and forced Nanai to the widest point.
That's the 10th breakdown turnover against Otago in this match, and by and large, they've been unforced errors. We just talked about patience. When you're inside the 22, time is on your side. You can build your phases, and if you build phases under these laws, 9 out of 10 times, if you hold the ball, you can score.
And that'll be the frustrating thing for Coach Corey Brown, because they're doing some things very well, Otago. But yeah, these new laws are made for the side in possession of the ball. You just got to keep your head, keep your concentration. As Hickey, the conversion proves costly. So Grant rewarded for his effort in the chase.
He was. 27-3. As we said again, it was Franklin who just thought that Fletcher Smith was there on his shoulder, but I wonder, KT, why you needed to force the offload.
Yeah, it wasn't on, Sumo, to be fair. Just try to get rid of it. Like we said, there's no respect for the ball. They built beautifully. Just those miscues are killing them.
Crowley cribs a couple. Now Jono Hickey back for Simon Hickey.
Yeah, wing is on.
Smith is there.
Go!
He goes
Stop!
high.
Yeah, he's fine.
Chase is coming from Scott. And
Advantage,
Scott was running a very wide arc on the play
Penalty.
and was taken out.
Obstruction. In the headgear. Number 6, white. Obstruction.
That's a great penalty for Mitchell Scott. He was 20 metres away from the ball. Wonderful stuff.
He's brought him inside some good field position. There we go, here's the kick. And watch up the top of your screen. He is so far away from the ball. It's not funny. But they will get an opportunity here. Otago try and drag something positive out of this first 40 minutes.
Tom Franklin brings it down. They'll set the drive. And they have the numbers, Otago, but Auckland defend well, and once again the ball spills out. Here's Mitchell Scott. 20 out now from the line. And again it's a scrap in there. Ball gets hacked at. Legs flying, bodies everywhere. Back for Allen. Has Franklin with him. Good drive from Tom Franklin. Gets his mate over the gain line. Back for Smith. Now Fadders. Short ball from Fadders to Collins.
Counter-ruck's good. Play. Ball was out.
This is all over the show.
White.
Back again for Grant. Now Miller. Again it's Tom Franklin. It's great work from the big log forward. Lee Allen stopped in his tracks by Stephen Luatua. Picked up by Dixon. Ruru. Up to Paul Grant as the hole open for him. Fletcher Smith over the top. Again the pass is loose.
Release now, White. Hold.
Ball is there. Ruru finds Miller. Good drive by Craig Miller. Straight through came Sam Prattley. Timed it well, said the referee.
Out 10.
Ball is there for Scott. And again it's Tom Franklin driving his teammate on. Paulie has to roll and finally set. Franklin again. He's a pole driver. Tom Franklin. Tom Franklin has just picked up 100 running metres without the ball. Great try for Brighouse.
Yeah, good assist though. Very good assist. The try scored for Otago, so the disappointment of the first half maybe somewhat crossed over with a try after the hooter for Otago. So they'll take something, albeit very small, positive back into the change rooms. Maybe Corey Brown's halftime speech might be tempered just ever so slightly.
Fletcher Smith adds the extras. Well, it should be. Patience finally rewarded for Otago. Donnie Brighouse crashes over the line. Great assist from Tom Franklin. Have a look at that. Just pushes him over. He's been a one-man driving maul for the last 5 phases. Let's go down to KT with Matty Fadders.
Well, Matty, a positive end to what's been a frustrating first 40.
Yeah, we haven't been good enough, really. Discipline's let us down. We came in on a focus with a low chop tackle, and I think we're wrestling too much as well. But yeah, it's good going into half time with the meat pie anyway.
Turnovers, or too many turnovers from you guys. How do you fix that?
I think we're probably working too hard. I think we can play down in their half a bit, and I think that's been our game plan all year, and we haven't really executed it so far.
Good luck for the second 40, my man.
Cheers, on. Thank you.
Matt Fadders wraps it up, but Auckland have a convincing lead here. 27 plays 10. Half time. We'll be back live with Mitre 10 Cup action right after this. A 17-point lead for Auckland at the break here. Auckland taking on Otago. Let's go straight to Nick White, the Auckland coach, alongside Carlton Anna.
Well, Coach, it took you a little while to subdue them, but 27-10, you happy?
Oh, yeah, really happy. It's been our best start the whole season. So we just looked after the ball. We got our systems in play, and yeah, we built phases and put them under pressure, and points came. So it was very good.
A lot of turnovers from breakdowns. Is that something you've been concentrating on during the week?
No, not a lot. If there's an opportunity, someone makes a good tackle, a dominant tackle, there's a chance to counteract. So there's always that opportunity. But yeah, I mean, it's not something we look at all the time. But the boys have done really well there.
Line out woes. How do you fix those?
Get there quicker and go.
Go for the second for you, my man.
Cheers, mate.
Simon Hickey gets us underway. Interesting point from coach Nick White. That has been probably Auckland's best start of the season. They looked composed when they needed to be, pouncing on turnover opportunities, organised defensively. It was good.
Yeah, hands down. And I think the arrival back from injury of Sam Prattley's had a big impact on this. And speaking of impact, here they go again, Auckland.
Liaki Muli struggles a couple of metres. Back for Jono Hickey. And Marcel Renata, his scrummaging in the first half. Richard Turner, exceptional.
Indeed. They look to move it wide here, Auckland.
Vince Hussle leaves the ball there for Akira Ioane. And Akira Ioane, what is he, covered in bees? Tackle him, Akira Ioane. Jono Hickey finds Scotty Scrafton with a good ball. It was flat and Scrafton was there. Good awareness from Prattley. Now Stephen Luatua saw the defence rushing up and took the contact. Simon Hickey. Back for Renata. Hickey. Now Rieko Ioane. One already in the game. And Liaki Moli has to get rid of Mitchell Scott.
Counter-ruck was good.
Prattley. Back for Milani Nanai. Looked to be a mistake. Play on is the call. Prior Collier. Limited opportunities for him in the first half. Through the last pass for the Milani Nanai try. Don't know if you can give that an assist. Milani still had to go 80 metres. Technically, I suppose it's in the book. Scrafton now. Good drive from Scotty Scrafton. Picked up by Renata. Jono Hickey. Back for Simon Hickey. Simon Hickey's in.
Well, the build-up impressive from Auckland, and you've got to say Otago need to take a leaf out of that playbook from Auckland. They were direct through multiple phases. Akira Ioane, just immense carrying the ball. Great little contest going on between him and his brother in terms of defenders beaten and meters carrying the ball. And then Simon Hickey, well, he's been outstanding. He's let the forwards do the hard yards, and then when the time is right, he's called for possession of the ball, and he's made some big inroads. This one got him across the painted stripe.
First try of the season for Simon Hickey. How about the build-up, though, Carlton Anna? Conversion is good. If you control the ball, you control the game.
And the go forward, that's what's making it so easy for Simon Hickey. Akira Ioane missed tackles, but I like the way Simon's really challenging his line, really picking his time to run. It's been very, very effective. And just to change two lads for Auckland, on in jersey 20 is Josh Kaifa, replacing number 6, Talani Shilk.
Kaifa featured last week in that win over Bay of
13,
Plenty. There he is. Pretty
9,
hard
6
to
and
mistake
10.
him for anyone else.
13, 9.
There's a whole lot of Otago
What's
players
going
coming
on here?
on. Oh, it's the offensive team. Now, come on.
Well, this is a big play. This is obviously a measure of the frustration of coach Corey Brown. Look, those boys are not happy. I don't think they had that message that you've only got a couple of minutes, boys, and you're off.
What is it, 4th and 10? It's special teams time.
Yeah, well, it's Darway, Walden, Eden, Tonkinson on. So it's jersey 20, 21, 22 and 23.
Thanks very much, KT. We'll figure out where they all slip into proceedings, although Fadders has left their game. We know that much. Well, he's frustrated, Corey Brown. I can understand why. Otago just struggling to impose themselves on this game. They're getting tooled up at the breakdown. Auckland has got their measure at scrum time, and Auckland look hungrier at the ball.
Well, Stephen Luatua there. I've been impressed with him on his return, Scotty. Work rate, particularly, been very good defensively. Scott Round made plenty of tackles. Cleaned out when he's needed to. Got up and gone again. And carried the ball when he's had the opportunity and done that well. So good return for Stephen Luatua to this point.
Tom Franklin, his work rate tonight, take nothing away from him. He's been immense. Eklund now at the back. Often you see that. Huguenot throwing the dart. Vince Hussell will set. Midfield, John O'Hickey fires it across to Stephen Luatua, making a return in the blue and white hoops tonight. I believe Stephen Luatua's only posted 28 caps for this Auckland side. Feels like he's been around forever. Debuted in 2011. 60-odd caps for the Blues, 14 matches for the All Blacks, 28 games only for his province. John O'Hickey held up the pass and Morley. His arms went one way, his body went the other. Haulia Dawai with a midfield dive pass. Don't see that very often. As Collins gets cleaned up by Eklund.
Oh, they'll come back for the penalty, but how about the tackle from...
Knock on.
Good, Eklund.
In front. Offside.
The infringement had already occurred. Fourth start for Eklund tonight, so no Greg Pleasance-Tate. He's out with injury, so Eklund making the most of his opportunities in the 2 jersey. Just finds touch. There's the infringement, and then the replacement player. That's good. And then have a look at this. Bang. Stops him dead in his tracks. Hooker on fullback.
That's
and then gets up, makes the counter ruck too.
That's got to keep holding in the 15.
That's good footy. You get excited about that sort of stuff. As you clearly are.
Oh, yeah.
Hold back 10, guys.
Most things, though, Pod. Paulet with the throw, Franklin with the grab. Got a whole lot of Stephen Luatua at the same time. And they bounce past this one to Tay Walden. Taken down by both Hickey and Vince Hussell. To pick up and pass was Josh Walden. You see Josh Walden rewarded. And there's another turnover play and another advantage taken by Auckland. Akira Ioane brushes one off, gets the offload away. Rieko Ioane will go in for try number 2. The Ioane brothers are a 2-man highlights classic.
Aren't they? Aren't they? The big smile from Rieko. Unselfish from Akira too, because I just mentioned they're locked in a battle royale. So far ahead of the rest of the competition in metres gained, the Ioane brothers. And there's some great work from Scrafton. Off the bench against Bay of Plenty, back into the starting lineup. Akira draws the last line of defence, the offload. And Rieko Ioane, well, look at it. No wonder he's smiling. It's a special talent.
Try number 7, KT. What about this kid?
Oh, he does it all, doesn't he, Sumo? But what I like about him, he's got a very level head for a young man. Very experienced, learned his trade on the season. I think that did him so well. He got his confidence. He's come back and he's been on fire this year. But I think that last play sums up everything. The way Scott Scrafton was able to hold the ball, pick this time to release it, and then they attack from there, Auckland. Been the difference between the two teams.
40 points up for Auckland. 41 plays 10, and they are clearing the bench.
Yeah, Blair tweets on in jersey 19 for Otago, and also in jersey 18, Mataafa. And there's just the back end. If you look at Scrafton, popped it up there. Akira takes it forward, and hello, there's the younger brother. Go get you some sun too easy.
Well, the ability of Akira to transfer the ball under pressure, transfer the ball, fend with the opposite hand, transfer it to that hand, and fend with the opposite hand. Spectacular.
Kaifa takes the tackle. That's Blair Tweed straight into his work. Can you believe Akira Ioane hasn't scored a try this season? Well, Rieko Ioane has got 7. Akira has almost as many metres run and not a try. And Rieko Ioane straight back into his mahi. Now his brother. Eklund, good pass to Kaifa. Lalangi Visania was calling on the outside. Instead it's Hussell. Now Visania. Did so well to reach back and drag that in. Not a lot of players could do that. Back for Jono. Stephen Luatua. Oh! Straight into the guts of Seganaya Pole. And lost forward by Otago. How about that? That sums up Otago's night, that does. Seganaya Pole might even claim that was a charge down at 10. Taken just as he got the ball was Milani Nano. We come back for the penalty now.
14 gold.
We've got to see the kick, come on. Put it up.
He does not want to see it again. There is one bloke out in the middle of that field, KT, who that does not want to see this.
I want to see it over and over again. There it is. Look at that. I tell you what, an inch lower, and Seganaya is going to struggle to have kids.
You shouldn't be allowed to to knock that on. That's just cruel. I mean, someone boots the ball into you like that.
What a result.
Can't be blamed for knocking it on.
Is it a charge down when you're 30 metres to the left of the ball?
100% it is, if you're a hooker. Simon Hickey has scored some points tonight.
Oh, interesting decision here. They're just obviously happy just to keep the scoreboard ticking over here, Auckland.
Well, they got the bonus point. They're 31 points up. There's 30 minutes left in the game. And remember, they've got two games, pretty tough games coming up, Tasman and Taranaki. You don't want to empty the tank.
Maybe they might not empty the tank, but maybe it's time to empty the bench.
Hickey, 4-3, and good from Simon Hickey. 44 plays 10. Auckland now in danger of going past their highest ever score against Otago.
Well, remember, this is a side that lost their last two games here at Eden Park. They had the bounce-back win against Bar Plenty. Obviously, that's had a huge influence on them. Hickey's gone. Jono Hickey, the halfback.
63 points is Auckland's best. Against an Otago side, Renata still full of running. Reaching in was Fuka. Job shed well this season with Jono Hickey. Simon Hickey made the kick.
Hey, gold, stop!
Collins.
Gold!
Tops it high, coming forward is Lalangi Visania again. Drops it out the back, here's another chance. Leon Fuka. Just couldn't link up with Liaki Moli, who stayed on the inside. Hickey, way to Scrafton. Whips it across field to Stephen Luatua. Eventually frees the arms. Aso out the back. Turning it on here, Auckland. Rika Ioane.
Counter-ruck's fine.
Mitchell Scott has been a pest at the breakdown tonight. Out the back from Nanai again. Some of the skill level here from Auckland is insane. Fuka. Had to wait, and Kerry Ioane just shrugs off the tackle of Matafa. Now, Milani Nanai's through. That one's gone forward. They'll have a scrum.
Eventually it comes to an end. It's just the sort of rugby you don't want mistakes to happen, because it's so good to watch. And that is the clear difference between these two teams. Auckland's ability to keep the ball alive and find players and support. That is what happens when you try and take the ball off. This ball off him. It's my ball, I'll hold on to it.
Let's keep that.
Kerry Ioane. We mentioned him last Friday night at Counties Manukau in the build-up show. And one of the highlights of Akita's season is not actually his carry work. He leads the competition in carries. Second in the competition in metres. It's his defensive work that I think has been the real turning point for him this year. He is making plenty of tackles. Top 15 in the comp, Kerry Ioane. Playford tries to get over the top of the breakdown, can't do it. Now Miller, and that is solid work on defence from Tom McHugh. Bench tonight. Here's Matafa.
Backwards, play
that
on.
one's gone backwards from Josh Walden.
Backwards again. Knock on goal.
Now it's Liaki Moli. And Auckland again showing their hunger at the breakdown. Eklund Put his foot down up to the 22. Fuka finds Ussell kicking through, chases there. Collier, Nanai, no, they can't get there. Otago cleans it up.
Oh, it's a good chase. It's a very good chase back from replacement player
Josh Walden.
Well, the last of the bench is coming on for Otago. On jersey 16 is Nick Grogan, and also 17 Jonah Oyoina.
On debut too, so special moment for these boys, but probably rather that they were coming out under different circumstances.
Well, he's an interesting story, Jonah.
Stay back, guys.
Oyoina
Time on.
came to Otago Boys High School in 2012. Still eligible for New Zealand under 20s, but doesn't have a New Zealand passport. Still has a Samoan passport, so can't make the team, but he wants to commit to New Zealand as his future. Scored 18 tries in the first 15 season as a prop.
Well, that should get you a passport straight away, surely. That's enough. Just send your application in, son.
19 gold. Playing the halfback.
He's a skilled immigrant.
Must be a fast track system somewhere for players that can, rugby players that can play as good as him. Hickey this time heading for the sideline, so Auckland again, although just not quite right on the 22 then, says the assistant referee. Auckland, they'll walk in and they'll go straight away when they get to the line out. The calls come. Ioane's out of position, so that slows things down.
Okay, Hooker holding the 15.
Line out drive is good. The maul is called. Auckland will join at the boot now, and Leon Fuka having to let his big men do the work. No use it callers yet. They splinter away. No one knows where the ball is. Oh, there it is. Fuka calls for runners. Scrapton lines up. Grabs it now. Ioane will clean house. And that ball has been lost forward.
At the base of the breakdown.
I think they've actually challenged better at the start of the second half. Otago at the breakdown, they've obviously highlighted that that's where they've made a lot of turnovers, but they're making it a lot more scrappier, the Auckland team, to get their clean ball, which they're getting in the first half.
Renata. He's trying to get his hands on the ball.
Coach! Fine! 6!
There'll be many of these this evening.
Side.
Scrums, just scrum number 7.
Well, the bench is out there
57
now.
into the game, so yeah.
Okay, we'll come over here.
New front row. There's the rest of the weekend for you.
2:30 p.m. tomorrow from New Plymouth. Taranaki hosting Canterbury. It's a big game for both sides. Northland will then host a Waikato side that will be fairly dejected after losing the Shield. But don't forget, 10:30 a.m. coverage starts. Argentina hosting New Zealand from Buenos Aires. And if you're of mind to get up early, 3:55 a.m. will be South Africa against Australia. One other very important game coming up tomorrow. We'll get to that in a moment. Up to the 22-metre line now through Sio Tompkinson. Back. Scott Eade will clear away, and he will clear to touch, mercifully so.
Oh, good clearance too from Scotty Eade.
Number 8, Auckland. Number 8.
Just another sub for Auckland on in jersey 19. Ben Nini is replacing Stephen Luatua.
About 58 minutes of work for Stephen Luatua. And as I said, he'd be pretty happy. He'd have to be happy.
Back on the 10.
With his return, he's been very good tonight, Stephen Luatua. So impressed with his work rate in a defensive capacity here at Eden Park tonight.
Both of those returning Super Rugby players tonight, Sam Prattley, Stephen Luatua. Nick White talked about the value of experience. Said they may not be able to go the distance against an Otago side that likes to attack. but they'll certainly add plenty with what they bring to the game from a vision point of view. And he's been proven correct. Out on the sideline goes Collier, manages to keep it in field, the chase coming, Nanai. Cleaned up by Fuatai.
13 out.
Taken down by Rieko Ioane. Back for Jonah Awina.
Hold.
And kicked out by Josh Walden. Good scramble from the Otago side.
Yeah, good scramble, but haven't seen much of the other end of the field, Otago. And again, they'll be forced into a defensive role. Auckland from the line out after some early wobbles. They've got this sorted out, made some good adjustments there.
Scotty Scrafton calls the line out. Scots in the Blues this year. Kaifa comes out of the back. Leon Fuka gets a welcoming committee. Blair Tweed was over the top. Dylan Pickerel shot the arm out for an advantage.
For the high tackle.
A high tackle he is called on Fuka. Kaifa sets play. Fuka back. Simon Hickey for the drop goal. And I'm sure that was all about getting to the penalty, which has eventually been blown.
High tackle.
That hurt. Fuka. I thought it was all right. Here we go. You did a miss.
Come on, KT. You wouldn't have got up from that.
Hey, I wouldn't have been in there in the first place. Come on, let's go.
Good point.
Game of the round tomorrow. Counties Monaco taking on Auckland. Farah-Palmer Cup final. 2:30 p.m. from Pukekohe. Auckland 16-time winners of the Farah-Palmer Cup. There's been 17 editions. Counties Monaco looking to make history. They already made history this season, beating Auckland for the very first time in round robin.
That's right.
And they've got the hosting rights. Nothing stopping them.
Yeah, they've backed themselves. Break a pretty impressive trend in that Farah-Palmer Cup competition. Hickey 6 from 8 tonight, so he's been good with ball in hand. He's been good with ball on the tee, Simon Hickey.
And Hickey gets another. 3 more in the bank for him.
A couple more changes here too, Sumo, for Auckland. On the jersey 23 is Forsita. In no number, Liam Steele.
Happy, Richard? Yeah. All yours. Time on.
22 points tonight for Simon Hickey. 47-10 the scoreline. And then he gets hit by Tweed. Tweed is a man on a mission. Liaki Moli back to his feet as Kaifa came over the top. Vince Sassel sets the ball as Mitchell Scott buzzes around the breakdown again. Marcel Renata. Fuka held the pass up for Collier. And Prior Collier cribs a couple of metres. Fuka quickly from the deck. Morley out to Eklund, out to Kaifa. Looking for the inside ball. Sets beautifully. Back for Fuka. Scrafton in midfield. Brushes off the tackle of Awina. Probably luckily. Rieko Ioane. He gets away from one. C.O. Tompkinson, who came flying out of the line at him. Simon Hickey. Cleaned up by Michael Collins. Hardly touched the ball in the second half. 62 minutes gone. That one's out on the full. Another mistake for Otago. Gee, they'd love to turn the clock back. Come back tomorrow and do it all again.
Well, for me, Scotty, that's the telling stat. Look at that. 2-1 possession stakes in the second half for Auckland. So it's been dominant. It's been a dominant 62 minutes, but particularly first 22 or 23 minutes of this second half, Auckland. All the possession, all the territory.
Scrafton wins the line out. Fuka now. Kaifa was running a dummy line. Ussel, the second man, and Rieko Ioane stood his ground, made sure the ball was available. Fusita was there. Kiriwani fending everyone off. Now drags Blair Tweed with him. It's on the cue. Marcel Renata, the big man going to work. Kaifer again. Slips out of the first. Scrafton finally picks up. On and on they come. Nini now. And that finally was knocked on by Marcel Renata. But again, a good exhibition of accuracy and continuity.
Well, you get the feeling that Akira Ioane's infectious on this Auckland side. You know, he carries the ball, he beats defenders, and so he just encourages his teammates. They pick the ball up and go, oh, anything Akira can do, well, I can try and do better. And there's Renata just flipping another player when he's picking up possession of the ball. Handling here is fairly even, 7-6, but...
Okay, here's Mark.
Ouch, look at that. That's not flash.
Okay, that was good.
I might want to cover that when they're watching the replay of this game, the Otago boys.
I wouldn't watch the replay of this game.
This one you just flushed down the dunny, is it?
What are they going to learn from tonight?
Oh, no, you did right. And you have these games, no doubt about it. There's not much point analysing because it's just one of those days. Nothing's gone right.
Scrum splits this time. Auckland onto that. We'll have a reset.
And that's 6-1 to this point. So it's not like it's all...
Well, they just don't want to feel like they're on a downward trajectory.
That's
They lost their last game against Canterbury, even though they scored a lot more points than they've scored tonight.
So counties a Manawatu to finish out their season, so yeah, let's just come back to it. It's not worth dwelling on. So, try and finish positively. A couple more replacements as these boys have worked hard, worked well tonight. The hooker, Kurt Eklund, and top Marcel Renata, KT.
Yeah, replaced by Blake Hill in jersey 16 and Issy Tungafasi in 18.
Well, Simon Hickey may well decide to have another drop goal in this game, and I'll tell you why, Richard.
Coach!
Paul Naser has been in touch. Only one Auckland player in NPC history has scored all four ways. Question for you at home. Can you name the Auckland player, and can you name the year? One Auckland player in history has scored all four ways in an NPC match.
Fullback.
Coach! Find! Sit!
Again.
Scrum goes down. Otago will have the feed.
Come over here.
I was just thinking that's what this game was missing, KT. Some scrum resets.
I need your feet up underneath you. Okay. Shoulders up.
I love a scrum reset being a winger.
Well, it's been entertaining. If you're an Auckland fan, that's for sure. Some of the skill level has been impressive.
Well, it's had everything else for everybody else. There are some people at home that actually, not many of them I've got to say, but some people enjoy the odd scrum reset.
Bind!
They're currently all sitting together on a two-set sofa.
I've been given a clue. He's a halfback.
He's a halfback.
That was my line of thinking gone.
Trivia for you here on Saturday Night Rugby is Fusita. Whips it across. That's Liam Steele. They've run out of numbers. They haven't run out of ball carriers or offload. So Kiriwani this time gets one away. Now Nini. And he held on to the pass. Leon Fukafuka dragged down just short of the 10-metre line. Akira again. Short side. Bin Sassel to Latumi Fusita. Bag for Fukafuka. Into contact was Situngafasi. Kind of a half-hearted carry from him. Nothing half-hearted about this man, although he's lost the ball and a chance to attack. Counter play on for Otago. Collins has kicked it out on the full.
Of course he has.
Time off. We've got an injured player.
Yeah, some concerns for one of the replacement front rowers, far side of the field. And he's just shaking his head because
you got
that's exactly what it is.
You got it. Well, down on back players, Michael Matafa. Let's have a look at Rico Ioane's game tonight, KT. And again, some very special touches from a very special play.
Oh, he's a kid that's got it all. It was the first try of this game for him. Just popped out to the side. He did a good chase to make that up. But then the way he's able to pull that ball back, break defenders, he's so strong and big. It's the ultimate threat, isn't he? He's able to take the ball up. He has played on the wing of Super Rugby as well, but he's just so quick. Bright future for a young man.
Goal-kicking halfback.
Right, you're still on that?
I'm still on that.
Still at one Auckland player in NPC history who has scored all 4 ways in an NPC match. 1979 was the year, Richard. The opposition was Taranaki. And the player...
Richard Dunn.
Correct.
Stop it.
Correct. Richard Dunn. Richard Turner.
All 4 ways. Come on, Simon Hickey.
That's outstanding from you. Throw is made by Blake Hill. And that one has been lost forward.
And then by Gold.
Gotta get up it.
Over here.
Well, Donald Brickhouse has just come on. The try score for Otago. Here's Sumo replacing Matafa. I think he's gone for a concussion test.
He looked in all sorts, didn't he, on the ground? Brickhouse, the only try scorer for Otago today.
Crouch! Bind!
This is a team that is good for 31 points per game, currently on 10. As we head into the final 10 minutes of the match, it has been an abject performance from them tonight. They'll be the first to admit it, but
We're both linked in, you and
as you said, Richard, I wonder if this is just one of those nights.
Next one will be a free kick.
Yeah, as I mentioned, Counties Manukau and Manawa 2,
Crouch!
their remaining fixtures, so
Bind!
becomes their focus. Pick up the maximum, should get a home semi-final, Otago, and then she's a different ball game when you get to the playoffs.
Well, an important win for Auckland tonight as well. This will take them to second on the premiership table. 3 points behind Canterbury, who play tomorrow against Taranaki. Dragged back into tackle, and they pile over the top, walking straight over it. Then a second counter ruck came in.
Oh, and another player down for Otago in a bad way too.
Well, that's Paul Grant, and that does not look good at all.
Incorrect entry.
And it takes a lot for him not to get off the deck. He has started in 6 of the 7 games and played 80 minutes in each this year, Paul Grant. He and Michael Collins equal on 480 minutes each for Otago this season. Let's have a look at those standings as we wait for Paul Grant. Canterbury there on 30 points. Taranaki and Counties Manukau 25. Auckland can leapfrog both of them, remembering Taranaki and Canterbury play tomorrow.
Hawke's Bay, I'm doing the calculations.
Well, it makes the Auckland-Tasman game a juicy one as well.
Absolutely.
Because that will be all about Tasman working their way back into semi-final contention. Waikato will take on Northland tomorrow. They can be back in semi-final contention.
Well, it's interesting because Auckland were under the pump, under pressure, lost 2 games at home, their last 2 games at home, and all of a sudden they're struggling, you know, the pressure's on to make the playoffs. There's a sad sight. Paul Grant.
Well, he just stayed down.
Yeah.
Didn't get back to his feet.
Doesn't look comfortable whatsoever. Just coming to the sideline. Now, the scary thing for mine, though, lads, is this Auckland team have still got a lot to improve. As you said, Sumo, they're going to be second by the end of tonight.
I cannot believe what I've just heard from referee Brendan Pickerel. He's just turned to Scott Eade and said, "You're going for touch. Are you going to be able to kick it out?" That is a sweet burn from the referee. And now a knock on from Otago. Auckland win a reprieve.
Let's go. Oh, he's an intelligent bloke, Brendan Pickerel, as far as referee.
Keep working hard for stability.
Obviously some genuine concern for how Otago are travelling tonight.
James. Crouch! Bind!
So, set piece for Auckland. Only one intent from these boys at the moment. Oh, that's not a bad scrum, though, from Otago.
It's come out the same channel, but play on.
Stop 13!
No one wants another try, and Rico Ioane was in front of the kicker. Picked up by Michael Collins. Leon Fugafuga drags him down on the 10-metre line. Can we see some urgency now from this Otago side? They have been beaten up tonight at Eden Park. They'll want to finish with a positive. Theo Tompkinson juggled the ball, finally taken down. 6 in from touch on the 10. Nalia Dawai, 4 tries for him this season. He's been an off-the-bench weapon. Collins again. Offload now on the inside. Set by Tay Walden. Carried on by Jonah Awina. More players down. Mitchell Scott can't get his pass off the deck. Now he does. And Tom Franklin has to fall on that. Josh Walden. And there is the knock on. It is written in the stars tonight.
Oh, guess what? Another Otago player down. So I'm picking Corey Brown's in the coach's box going, that's enough.
He's been a bit of a shining light, hasn't he, Michael Collins? Every time he's been able to touch the ball, apart from his kicks for touch, which haven't been the flashiest. And another player down in background. That's Josh Dixon, is it? Well, the last thing Otago will need tonight is more injuries.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Corey Brown's probably sitting in the box going, this is done. Can we throw the towel in, wave the white flag, whatever. Just
Mercy
get my team off. I've got 2 more games to play in this competition.
Well, Josh Dixon will go off the field.
Time on.
Have a listen to this.
You're going to kick it out? You're going to make touch?
Are you going to make touch? Good answer, though, yeah.
Oh.
Well, he's trying it. He's trying his best. He's helping. He's got sympathy. He's been empathetic.
Good humour.
Oh, he's the only bloke out there that stopped Rico Ioane.
Ball stays in the channel. Whoa, have a look at that in the middle of that. Blake Hill was getting aerial. Fuka looking for the inside pass. Not on. Wasita has outside him. Rico Ioane will get a hat-trick. Consecutive hat-tricks for Rico Ioane. Joins John Timu, Dion Muir and Brendan Laney. Only 4 players in history have scored consecutive hat-tricks in national provincial matches. Welcome to that club, Rico Ioane.
Yeah, Fosita, the provider on this occasion. The line break. And then does well under pressure. First of all, to secure possession and then finish it off. Well, why wouldn't you smile when you're that good at something?
Tell you what else is amazing about that stat. Otago have been involved in every one of those hat-tricks. John Temu and Brennan Laney playing for Otago. Dion Muir scoring one of his against Otago. Then Southland, now tonight, Rieko Ioane scoring against Otago. Simon Hickey, 22 points tonight. Rieko Ioane showing a very select group of players. This has been an outstanding performance from the home side. Hickey looks good, and that is 2 more in the bank for him. Takes his tally to 24, and Auckland now 54 points to 10. We again thank Paul Naser for his history of the game as we continue here at Eden Park. Cape now. And Otago
No tackle.
just have not been in this match tonight.
Hold.
Doesn't seem like it's anything
Take him
fundamental. They've just come up against an Auckland side that is hitting its straps
Take him
and
back.
did not want to lose another game at home. Here goes Akira Ioane. Rieko is with him. The pass goes over the top. They'll fight about that over the dinner table.
Release. Out, Auckland.
Could have been 4 for Rieko.
Hey.
Now, Winner takes it into contact. Josh Walden. Justin Alia Darway. Taken by Rieko Ioane. He pass away to Collins, and again Collins somehow through the tackle. Then it's lost again. Now here goes Steele. Steele turns and heads out. Franklin made the tackle and Steele got the pass away. Awino was there to pick up the scraps.
Oh no, he's up.
Oh, good effort, Tom Franklin.
It's twice he's made a big tackle like that in the game. Kick downfield. And no real urgency on the chase, and Simon Hickey cannot be bothered trying to pick that up. 3 and a bit to go.
Here's the break. Look at that bloke. Yeah, he's a lock. He's gone 77 minutes in a losing effort, Tom Franklin, and he's still chasing wingers. No. Points of effort.
Number 15. Wait, hold it.
Matt Fetters got absolutely shepherd crooked and is now back on the field.
No, we're time on.
Nick Grogan will throw the ball
Time on
for
now.
the New Zealand under 20. He turned down a contract with Manawatu earlier in the year as he was on a pay cut, and no contract came back. Instead, they signed 3 other hookers. So he's at Otago now on loan. What negotiating school he went to.
Something is always better than nothing. Scotty?
And some rare inaccuracy from the Auckland
Yeah,
side.
they've been watching Otago.
Too soon. Game's not even over. Body's not even cold.
A couple of minutes.
Back 10.
One team that we'll be watching with some fascination is Wellington, who put 60 on Southland yesterday. Pays to remind too that this is an interconference match. Auckland in the Premiership, Otago in the Championship. People who think there's no difference,
Release, Auckland.
look at the scoreboard. Nalia Darway
Out 18.
caught just 2 out from the 22.
Advantage 18.
Back for Walden, and a penalty advantage this time. Franklin.
Hold.
Away to Fadders. Fadders now with a bit of a rest, makes some metres. Inside the 22. Back for Walden. Pops that up for Grogan. Tweed. And Tweed this time gets tackled around the head and the ball ripped away. They'll come back.
No, put it down. Number 18, White. Incorrect entry, slowing the ball down. Play.
Franklin. T. Franks takes the big tackle. Pops it back up for Brighouse. Tweed is there over the top. Walden now. Fights Grogan.
Out 17.
Sets for Walden. Back for Franklin. How did he get there? Fadders. Chased across by Liaki Morley and Kaifer as well. Grogan again.
Hold White.
Nalia Darway.
He's fine.
He will set.
Advantage.
McHugh is just standing there. Manages to disrupt the play. Scrafton gets the in pass. There goes the hooter, but the penalty sounded first.
Not down, then kicking the ball. Yeah.
Brighouse, tap and go, old school.
Roll, Auckland.
Darway, 1 metre out from the line. Otago take the direct route. The try is scored. Jonah Owina has the final say at Eden Park. And Otago will take that at least. We told you he can score tries.
Well, closed out the first half with a try. Closed out the second half with a try, Otago, but outside of that, it's been below average. Darway, well, he was probably most likely leading try scorer for Otago. The penalty, the conversion was a success. And the replacement player, Jonah Moina, is collected, well, not even a consolation, really.
Well, who was on
take out of this.
Who was on his shoulder again? Who was on his shoulder again? Tom Franklin, you are a beast. He kicks the conversion. Full time is blown. And we will get some reaction from both skippers in just a moment's time, but that is a pleasing win. After 2 consecutive home losses, Auckland have bounced back in a very big way tonight. 54-17 the final score. Let's go now to Simon Hickey, standing by with Carlton Anna.
Well, Simon, firstly, congratulations on the win. Did you see a performance like that coming?
Yeah, I could feel it before the game, to be honest. You know, it feels like we haven't been far off, but we've just been playing patchy footy, and I think tonight we probably played really well for about 70 minutes, so it's a massive step up from us, and to do it against a quality Otago team, you know, we're pretty thrilled.
Took a long time to break them down, though.
Yeah, it did. I mean, we had to build some phases, and I'm proud of the boys for doing that.
And what I saw was a lot of composure from your team tonight also.
Yeah, massively. I think it helped. We had a bit of experience back. We had Stephen Luatua, Sam Prattley, as well as Lalangi and Milani, who have come back since last week. So a bit more experience out there helps, and I think it lifts the boys around them.
Do you think getting out to that lead in the first half really allowed you to punch on and get some confidence in their second 40?
Yeah, we finally started well. I mean, we're used to coming from about 20 behind, so it was nice to get out there and play well from the start.
Hey, nice to get a win at home too, eh?
Yeah, massively. We're stoked.
Good luck for the next one.
Cheers, Carl. Thanks, mate.
Hey, Te Oranga, I know commiserations on the loss, mate. What happened?
Yeah, it was a tough game, mate. We were expecting that. We knew they'd come out firing, and yeah, they delivered a good performance, and yeah, you can't really stop them when they're throwing those balls, and just, yeah, all credit to Auckland. Good side.
Very hard, though, when you miss that many tackles.
Yeah, no, we'll put it down to that. Just individual skills, really. We sort of pushed a few passes that probably needed to stick in hand, but there are a few phases there that we looked pretty sharp, but yeah, like you said, we just needed to hold on to the ball and make our tackles stick, so yeah.
One thing, though, I just think, is this one of those efforts you just chuck away and just look to the next one?
Yeah, no, the boys have already mentioned it. You just got to flush those. We started the season well, but we've got to get back on track. So moving forward, we're just going to have to train hard and just improve our standards a bit and be harder on each other. Yeah.
Good luck for the next one, my man.
Thank you.
Word from Simon Hickey and then Te Horangi Walden just wrapping things up. And I think it's right. Otago will need to flush this one. Rika Ioane. Consecutive hat-tricks for him. Scotty Scrafton was big again today. Taleni Suk not pulled at half-time, but that loose forward trio tonight for Auckland dominant again. 54-17 full-time at Eden Park.